My mother-in-law said I was keeping her son away from family until he told her why we installed the security cameras. For 2 years, I'd been the villain in her story, the cold daughter-in-law who poisoned her precious boy against his loving mother. She'd tell anyone who'd listen how I refused to let them visit, how I made excuses about being too busy or too tired. What she didn't mention was the key. The key I found hidden in our bathroom ceiling vent 3 months after we moved in. Our new house, the one we'd saved for years to buy, the one that was supposed to be our fresh start. I noticed the vent cover was slightly crooked one morning while brushing my teeth. When I pulled it down, a single silver key fell into my hand. It fit our front door perfectly. I confronted my husband that night. He called his mom. "Did you have an extra key made when you helped us move in?" The silence stretched for 30 seconds. Then, "Well, I'm his mother. What if there's an emergency?" No apology, no shame. We changed the locks immediately. That's when things got weird. Small items would be moved. My favorite mug disappeared and reappeared in different cabinets. Photo albums I'd organized were rearranged. At first I thought I was losing my mind, but then my husband started noticing too. His cologne bottle, always kept on the left side of the dresser, kept migrating to the right. The thermostat would be adjusted when we came home from work. One morning, I found muddy footprints leading from our back door to the hallway. We'd been at his brother's house the entire previous evening. My husband called a locksmith to check every entry point. The locksmith found scratches around our bedroom window lock. Fresh ones. "Someone's been trying to jimmy this open," he said, pointing. Probably succeeded too. We installed cameras that week. 6 of them. Living room, kitchen, both entrances, hallway, and one facing the backyard. My mother-in-law called it paranoid. "Who do you think is breaking in? This is a safe neighborhood. You're being ridiculous." But we kept them running. For 2 weeks, nothing. Then one Tuesday afternoon, while we were both at work, movement triggered the living room camera. The footage showed my mother-in-law letting herself in through the back door. She had another key. She walked through our house like she owned it, opening drawers, checking our mail, even going through my jewelry box. She spent 40 minutes there, touching everything, rearranging, invading. We watched her stand in our bedroom, running her hands over our bedspread, opening my husband's nightstand. That was disturbing enough, but what happened 3 days later made my blood run cold. The camera caught her bringing someone else, a woman I'd never seen before, younger, maybe late 20s. They walked through our entire house together. The stranger took photos of everything, our furniture, our wedding pictures, the layout of each room. My mother-in-law opened our closets, showing her my clothes, my husband's belongings, pointing, explaining something we couldn't hear. Then the stranger tried on my wedding dress. My mother-in-law had pulled it from the closet, and this woman stood in our bedroom, wearing my dress, while my mother-in-law adjusted the fit and smiled. They left after 2 hours. My husband watched that footage 3 times before he could speak. When he finally called his mother, he didn't yell. His voice was eerily calm. "Who is she?" I heard his mother's voice through the phone, high-pitched and defensive. "That's none of your business. A mother has rights. Rights to break into our house? Rights to let strangers wear my wife's wedding dress?" My husband's hand was shaking. "Tell me who she is. Now." The line went quiet. Then, barely a whisper. "She's someone who would have been a better choice for you. Someone who understands family loyalty." My husband ended the call and looked at me with an expression I'd never seen before. "We need to check something." He pulled up the older camera footage, going back through every day since installation. That's when we discovered she'd been coming twice a week, always when we were gone, and she'd been bringing that woman each time. The stranger had been in our house 7 times, wearing my clothes, sleeping in our bed. I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Watch the rest down below.